Hey guys, I'm coming to you from outside of Portland, Oregon. Actually, I'm on the Washington end of the Columbia River, but I'm gonna do a quick walk around to the 2023 Honda HR-V. Honda brought me out here to this beautiful location. These trees are enormous. What's also enormous compared to the last generation HR-V is this new one, redesigned on the new small architecture. It's totally different than the old one that was based off the Honda Fit. And that means we have a better suspension in the rear. I can't talk about driving impressions until the 21st, but there are so many upgrades. I just want to do a quick walk around. Underneath the hood is an all new, well, new for the HR-V, a 2-liter, replacing the 1.8. Get some extra horsepower, 158 horsepower, 138 pound-feet of torque, made it to a revised CVT. Can't talk about how that drives. I do love the rear end of the HR-V. It's probably my favorite aspect of this vehicle. Exhaust tip is on this side, but it's nice tucked away. Glossy black, so this is an EXL model. There are just 3 trims. There's LX, Sport, and EXL. This is the top line, so it's gonna have the leather seats, and you have tons of glossy black on the outside. It's around the windows, it's on the bumpers, it's around the wheels. We have 17-inch machine finished wheels on this one, but the Sport model, which is going to be the volume seller, has the 18-inch wheels, and then the base model has 17-inch wheels as well. Now on the front end of this EXL, we also have more glossy black. We have a glossy black interlaced grille, beautiful daytime running lights, very simplistic. It's definitely got a Civic vibe to it, which it shares a lot with the Civic. So opening the door, we're gonna get on the inside and get away from this gnat infested forest out here. They're eating me alive. Really solid door thud. Steering wheel leather quality, excellent. We have leather trim seats here on this EXL trim, and also leather trim in the center console. So overall, the materials in here are definitely a world apart. And this is all soft touch too up here. So a world apart from the outgoing, pretty inexpensively built HR-V. This one feels like a Acura in comparison to that last generation. It just feels so much nicer. We have a 7-inch MID. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto will come up on there if you have a destination plugged in. We have the upgraded 9-inch touchscreen in here that also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. It is wired on the base grades, or should I say the LX and the Sport model. Volume knob presets here. We have the really functional knobs. We have that honeycomb grille that's a slightly different interpretation compared to the Honda Civic. We have a standard sunroof here, no pano sunroof, and we also have these touch capacitive lights in the back, which, speaking of the back, we'll get in there a little bit, but the overall room in here is massive compared to the outgoing model. It doesn't feel any smaller in the front compared to like a CR-V, for example. In the back, we get in, of course, more leather trim seats. The stitching's great, tons of legroom. I don't have vents, I don't have any connectivity, so you'd have to connect to your back passengers with those USB ports on each side. There's also one in the very front, which is data to sync your phone with the vehicle. But it's a very, very pleasant interior. But we need to just finish up with the rear cargo. As the gnats fly into my nose, fold down these seats. They fold pretty much flat. That'll get you about 55 cubic feet of space, which is down just a little bit actually compared to the outgoing HR-V. But that vehicle also had a torsion beam. This has an independent rear, so that might take a little bit. Oh, and we also have a spare tire in here. I forgot to mention that, so that's excellent. And the seats are just more comfortable in that back seat. You don't feel like you're sitting super low to the ground anymore. So at 6'1", I felt really, really comfortable and had good amount of headroom. So overall, the HR-V is a bigger vehicle, it's a better vehicle. I can't talk about how it drives. Again, come back on the 21st. It's a very good looking vehicle. It definitely looks upscale versus its predecessor. It definitely looks bigger, and it is bigger. It's wider. The track is wider, so the wheels are spaced out, I believe 2 inches in the front and 2.5 inches in the rear. And yes, you can have it in all-wheel drive. This thing is already hitting dealers as I speak. So definitely come back on the 21st, see my full driving impressions of the all-new redesigned HR-V. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this real brief walk around of the new HR-V. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.